Okay, I'm trying.
Welcome everybody to the newsletter. I'm Christine McIver. I am the owner, founder, and one of the hosts and producers here on the Inspired Choices Network. I have with me today two of our producers, the beautiful Keisha Clark, chiming in from Texas. And then we have, of course, Milica Jelenic, who is just down the road, across the pond, and over the hill in Madoc, Ontario. Over there. And then we have our beautiful featured host this week, Deborah Unipan. Deborah is in London, Ontario, Canada. Deborah, welcome.
I'm very excited, girls.
So are we. Can you tell?
It's a beautiful energy coming into the earth right now. It's like all surging, all charging, all.
Okay.
Right? Let us be the light bulbs.
Let us be the light bulb. Okay, cool. So, Deborah, your show is called Awakening with Angels. You are on every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Deborah, tell everybody, when they come and listen to your radio show, what can they expect?
To laugh.
Totally agree.
Apparently I'm funny. I don't know why I'm funny, but apparently I'm funny. And apparently I'm trying to be serious. They think it's pretty hilarious. I don't know why.
You're just a funny woman.
I'm trying to teach them seriously, and they can't stop getting down on the ground laughing. I'm like, okay. But I want to educate and help them to simplify life. We make everything super complicated, over-processed, over-obsessed, over-micromanaged. I want to simplify. I want us to all be 10-year-olds again, learning how to have fun and dream and be excited and get it and plan, like get excited about possibilities. You know, I want to be a fireman, a nurse, a teacher, an astronaut, a princess. I want us to get our joy back in our souls. If not, you'll have a good time laughing, apparently.
Well, maybe that's why your delivery system is humor.
This is true, because you know what? We natter all the time. We talk in language of complain, right? That's what everybody does. So I'm trying to dial it up. You can laugh at me. I'm good. I'll take the hits. I'm fine with it. All right? Well, as long as they're laughing and they walk away thinking, as long as they get 1 point of lightening up a little bit in their life, just 1 point.
Well, I love your radio shows. I so enjoy everything that you bring forth. Your stories, right, Milica? Milica tells me every week, did you hear her story this week? Your stories are phenomenal. The things that your journey has brought forth through this show is just, it's amazing. And I think everybody should absolutely tune in to hear all about Deborah. And I always say, Deborah, that, you know, it may seem like you have a woo-hoo show like Awakening with Angels, but you're like, listen.
I know, I forget that part, right? I'm like, okay, let's call our shit as it is. Let's own it.
You're fabulous. Well, thank you so much for being with us on the network. We absolutely love it. We're going to jump over now and see what else is going on the network this coming week, which is November the 11th through the 15th. Holy moly, where is the time flying, my friends?
Flying.
Yeah. So, of course, our featured host is the beautiful Dr. Deborah Unipan, and this past week, her show was Relatives. Who asked for them? Do I have to be nice? I just love that title. Oh my gosh, it's so fabulous. Of course, you can check out the entire schedule here on the homepage. You can come down and check out our latest posts and our most recent article. 3 weeks in a row, this woman is just on like Donkey Kong. Our beautiful Dana Lewis, she is an article this week called Transform Your Overwhelm into Abundance. So if you're a host or you're a guest of a host, you get to write for the network as well, and we'll check out your articles as well. All right, coming up here on Monday, we are starting off with Lori Hawkins and her show called The SOAR Experience. This week, she's talking with Jennifer Gimbury, and her show is Consistency Pays Dividends. Now, that is definitely something that I speak about all the time, so I will love to enjoy that show. All right, then we've got Keisha.
Then we have our beautiful Junaline Banez Musi in her show Joy, Vulnerability, Pizza, because life is like a melange. And she is talking with her guest this week, Maria Hernandez. They are talking about the fun of dual cultural identity. And if you are not familiar with Junaline, she is an author of a book recently released called Dating for Expats. And she is actually got lots of cool stories about living in different countries. And she and Maria will be talking about what it's like to have different cultures as a part of who you are, and that be your norm. So join in for Joy, Vulnerability, Pizza.
And how much more is that becoming very prominent with so many people that you're going to different countries, right?
Yeah, I love it.
So next up is the Everyday Joy Show with Candice Mao, and she always has a guest. She tends to have guests. It's rare that she doesn't. And this week's show is The Playful Nature of Joy with guest Nikki Breedlove. And I like the last name, Breed and Love.
Breed and Love. I love it. Goes so well with
the show is like centering on creating space and opportunity to play. I think the name just gives it away.
Right? Breed the love, babies.
Breed the love.
Then we move over to another one of our hosts and authors on the network, Mary Dravis Parrish. Her show, BU Parenting, this week she's talking about steps to building cooperation. And her book is Empowered Parents, Empowering Kids. Fabulous book. And she really teaches you, the parent, how to work with and love and support your children. It's a fabulous show. It may be about a lot about kids, but it's really for the parents.
Very much so. And it's all on point. Then we have our beautiful Amy Wall talking about conscious beauty talk and really having conscious beauty talk. And this week she has a guest, Lisa Erickson. They are going to be talking about beauty frequencies. This show is a beautiful, just conscious beauty talk. If you have not tuned in to Amy and her show yet, she's recently new to the network, and I love what she's bringing with just a whole different perspective of beauty and the way that we can look and be and feel and have beauty and beautiful.
Yeah, it's a fabulous show, and I was
really
good last week.
Yes, I was going to say, Christine was a guest last week if you want to check that podcast out.
And up after that at 5 p.m. EST, we've got Kathy Cook Noble with her show Financially Speaking. Kathy's also an author of a book called All Women Should Use the F Word. It's a guide to your finances in Kathy's very cool, direct way of dealing with finances. This week's show is Using Credit. I'm sure she's going to have some phenomenal points on credit, how it can be useful, and maybe where we don't want it. Because Kathy always brings both perspectives.
She does. She certainly does. And then we move over to our closer on Monday nights, definitely not your children's show. This week, she's talking about how textures can heighten your pleasure. And that's with Milica Jelenic on the Pleasure Zone. So that's going to be a fabulous show, as it always is.
Oh, I'm in.
Dr. Deborah's coming to play.
I'll be like that. Let's do this.
I love
it. Oh my goodness. Then we jump to Wednesdays, our next live day or day of live shows. And we have the beautiful Aideen T. Fanola with her show In Pursuit of Truth. And this week she's talking about, do you have, quote unquote, what it takes? I wonder where she's going with that one.
You have textures for what it does.
Rough enough or
where
soft.
Did I buy it? Tell me, where did I buy it?
Then we move over to Milica.
The masculine and feminine cocktail of creation. I'm so glad I got to say that word.
Oh,
Megan and Suzanne. That's fabulous. And they're going to be talking about that cocktail of creation.
A
How
cocktail
those
of
energies
creation.
move together, what's required, I'm sure. It's going to be a fun show.
Gotta have ingredients.
It
I have
does.
ingredients.
Then we follow with our newest host on the network, Miss Rhonda Burns, and her show Rendezvous with Rhonda. I think she should be after like 11 or something. And this week her show is House Party Rules for an Epic Rendezvous. And Rhonda is always like, you better be ready for a potent show because that girl is on.
It's at 1 on Wednesdays, but noon her time, so she calls them nooners.
Yeah, so it's a nooner for her all the time.
Yes, and I have the pleasure of now getting to follow Miss Rhonda's show. My show is Aligning Divine, and then it's me at 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. And this week we are talking about when spirituality becomes your drug. So definitely tune in if you're curious about what the heck that could be.
I like it. And I have one question for you. If you're always following Rhonda, how's the view?
She's here all week, folks.
Whether you like it or not. How to target your ideal audience for Facebook ads with Jen Posick. She's our ads maven. If you want to get your social media rocking, especially your Facebook, Jen's your girl. Listen in on her shows. She's going to rock your world.
Oh my gosh, she will bring a piece of paper and a pen. I'm just saying. Then we have our beautiful Dana Lewis, Luscious Leadership Radio Show. This week she's talking about where has the care in business and life gone? Sounds like a very important show, especially as we start to close out 2019 and people are already starting to reflect and project forward. Maybe it's time to look at the care. I like it.
Might be. And look who it is.
who is this? I don't know.
Oh my goodness. It's Christine McIver. You know, she's a pretty cool lady. She owns a network and everything.
Oh, I'm so glad that we have Edna.
Queen boss.
So actually, Christine also has her show that airs on Wednesdays, if you did not know that somehow. Her show is Inspired Choices, and this week she's talking about conversations with your creations. I love that topic.
Yeah, so, that topic wanted to pop this week, so I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Yay!
Cool. Next, we've got Bring Your Brilliance with Carla. She's got a show, Carla Taylor, actually. It's just Carla. Her show is Mastermind Your Success. She's got a guest this week, Ronan Leonard. And we're going to find out more about how to mastermind your success. That's curious. People always talk about masterminding things. So I don't even really understand what a masterminding something is. So this will educate me.
There you go, girl. And then we have
That's
Deborah. Woohoo!
We know her.
I know.
Awakening with Angels with Dr. Deborah Unipan. Hey, God, I'm talking to you. Are you listening? That's not a question I have never heard. Not. Like,
I tell you, when I had my car accident on Monday, I was like, really? I thought I was in the frame. Are we not connected? Drop the ball here.
Right? I thought you were my bestie. Is this what you were doing? I thought you were my bestie. I thought you had my back. That's going to be a good one.
And next up, we have, sorry, I'm laughing. Next up, we have on our Friday roll is Infinite Energies radio show with Lisa Bennett, who is our resident space whisperer. And she is talking this week about design your life through your space. And that's a pretty cool kind of new way to be looking at how to put your life in place and together. But Lisa has amazing capacities with space, and it's any space really, and every space. So tune in and find out what the heck that Lisa chick is talking about.
Like that line.
What the heck is that Lisa talking about? Well, we'll find out, that's for sure. But next we've got on Fridays at 2 p.m. we've got Tihoko, Power Creation Cycles, the 3 C's: clear, connect, create with Tihoko.
Well, we've got a real creations theme this week, haven't we?
Creation.
I think that's so cool how that all...
there's one more show.
Yep, we're going. We're going. We're
Somebody.
I'll
And,
tell ya.
and we can, there's two pieces I think we skipped over, and that is that Adine, her show In Pursuit of Truth, Adine also is an author, has a book, an amazing book called My
Exquisite Purple Life.
Exquisite Purple Life. I knew
Yeah.
there was a word. And it is an amazing book. So all of the hosts who have books, you can find out about their book, and you can find the links to purchase their books, or even in some cases get a free download of a part of their book on their host page and on the pages for their shows. So bringing our Friday to a close, Miss Milica, you want to take that away?
Yeah, it's Dr. Andy's world. Do. That's what whenever I get to produce Dr. Andy, that's the song that comes into my head and it doesn't leave like the whole time. And I've told her that and she thinks it's funny.
Totally.
I love Dr. Andy. What's beyond the story with your animals? And she trains people so that they can actually work with their animals. It's cool.
Very
cool.
People think it's about animal training. It's about people training. And
It's about people training.
Yeah.
Now, if you are looking to connect and listen and, find us because you don't have time to sit here on your computer, if you have a smartphone, you can find us live on all of these different platforms. You can get all the links. You can see the names. We are live on 54 platforms as of today. And we podcast on more than 50. And this is just a taste. This is just a sampling of where you can get all of our shows. So we know everybody's lives are busy. We know that everybody's rocking and rolling, and you don't want to miss so much amazing content. We have over 5,000 shows that you can listen to, learn from, grow from. I mean, it's a free university. It's a free university. So check it all out. And until next week, remember, you can always make another choice.
I just had an idea. If they listen to enough shows, maybe we can certify them that you're officially an Inspired Choices University person.
Oh my God.
You've listened to 5,000 shows, you qualify.
That's right.
Okay. Well, maybe, how about if you've listened to 500 shows?
I got somebody who qualifies then. They've
All right, we're going to send out certificates. Now we're doing certificates. Woo-hoo! Thank you, everybody. Mwah! Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Dr. Deborah, for everything you're creating.
Bye, my girl. Bye, my girl.
Bye.
Have a wonderful week.
Woo-hoo!
Woo!